welcome to a quick video where we're going to be doing some audio editing of the independent film Manic Expression, and we're going to be using Mixcraft. And I'm currently on version 7, but I believe the latest is version 9. And Mixcraft is a powerful software tool that can be used as a sound editor, a voice editor, song editor, a wave editor, basically to meet any sort of audio needs. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the scenes that needs a little bit of remixing because our character Creepy here, his vocals were a little bit off, and so I've fixed his vocals. One of the things that I do for all my projects, including music, I like to have a lane or rows for each individual sound that we're working with. And so if you look over here, I've got this one, number 13, entitled The Guide. And you can drag this literally anywhere where it suits your needs for the project. And currently I happen to be working on this scene that has several things going on. We have Creepy talking here to James, and we have some footsteps happening, and we have some wind in the background, and James and Creepy are both kind of taking turns talking during this scene. And now what I need to do is add in all of those other sounds. And so what I'm going to kind of do is reverse engineer here, but it's a good idea to have multiple lanes for each different sound. So for example, if you look over here, I've got a sound for footsteps, I've got a sound for the restaurant bar, I've got a sound for crickets, a row I should say. I've got a row for each one of these. And the cool thing about Mixcraft is you can have, I believe it's infinite rows. Now, of course, with that said, you have to have the processing power that will allow you to have all those lanes, especially if you're dealing with audio and heavy effects in each lane. Just make sure that your computer is powerful enough to handle all of that processing. So let's get started with some of the capabilities of this software. Now, this software is music oriented in the sense that, you have beats and time here. So I'm working with time. So what we need to do here is add some footsteps. Now, there's the guide here. I've got an entire lane for the guide, and that kicks out at this point right here where James starts talking. And so what I'm going to do is, let's say that I needed to add in some of these footsteps. Here's a footstep sound. So what I can do is I can just grab this, as you can see here, zoom in as much as possible, and just grab the footstep, and I can go copy. And the guide told me that there were some footsteps around here. And so what I need to do is figure out, and I've already done this, I've already written down the times where these footsteps occurred. But what you can do is you can flag the spots where you're going to need footsteps, which is another cool thing about this software. So all you have to do is point up here and double click, and you can put a title here, and you can say footstep. And you can do the same thing for the next footstep. So we have one here at 1659. So we're going to say footstep. And again, right at this moment of silence right here. Now, you get the idea. I'm not going to do it for each and every single one of them. So we're going to add this here, a footstep there, a footstep there. And it doesn't have to be exact, of course, because, the animation has not been done yet, so not a big deal. So we've got some more here, here, here. I think that one needs to come over a little bit. There, there, and we do need to vary these a little bit. They're not all the exact same sound, so we're going to have to put in some deeper footsteps in here, and I will take care of that on my own time. And there we have it. So now we have some footsteps overlaid on Creepy's talking. The problem is I put them in the guide here, so I need to move them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight these. And you can see how easy it is to work with this program. I'm going to hold down Shift, because if I hold down Shift, or when I hold down Shift, I should say, all of these sound effects that I've highlighted can't move side to side. They can only move up and down if you hold down Shift. So I hold down Shift and drag them up into the footstep lane or the footstep row, and now they are where they need to be. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now what we need, there's a wind noise that slowly builds in the background, and by the end of the scene you can hear how loud the wind is.
See, you know what you want to do.
So that sound effect we need to be pasted in here somewhere, and I don't think I have a lane currently for the sound effect, and I apologize if my voice is getting further away. Let me fix that. Alright, here we go. Let's find, I don't see any lane currently for the wind sound effect. So I'm going to create one. I thought there was one in the beginning. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to do it right here. Insert track. You right click, you go insert track, and we're going to say audio track. So it gives us an audio track. Double click or single click, and then you highlight it, and we're going to call it wind. I'm going to do a bunch of stars here because this is indicating that it's a lane that I can work with. And I do that just because there are so many lanes currently open in this project that I need to be able to focus on things that I can change and things that I can't. So I'm going to call this wind. And so as you can see up here, the version 9 guide lane is one that I can't change. And then I have another one down here, guide, that I can't change. All these others with stars I can change. I'm not sure what's in this sound effect lane. It doesn't really matter for this video. What are we doing here? The guide. Here's the guide. Okay, so I'm going to try to capture some wind from a separate part and put that in this wind lane up here. And so another fun thing you can do with this, here, let's just find a song.
See, you know what you want to do. Just do a classier version of your Friday nights and you'll be happy.
Okay, so there's a little piece of wind right here that's all by itself. So watch this. This is a fun thing. I'm just going to grab from here to there, I believe to all there, Control C to copy it. And then we're going to go up to our wind track up here. And we're going to start it right about here. We're going to paste it. And then we're going to paste it again. And we're going to bring that in a little bit, and as you can see there's an X here. The X indicates that the one going down here indicates that the waveform volume is decreasing. The line going up means that this particular wave file, the sound effect, is increasing in volume. So you've got overlap and it's blending, and so it's going to be a seamless transition between the two sound effects. Paste it again, bring it over here, merge the two, click over here, Control V to paste it over here. Blend it a little bit, bring it over here, paste it. This will be the last one. Okay, so how loud is this thing? That's as loud as it needs to be for this particular scene when James starts talking. And so then what do we do in terms of the volume increasing and decreasing? Well, the way to do that, because right now it's going to be just a steady sound. Listen.
I have a lot of experience doing everything and everyone, and I think critiquing would be more helpful than just garnering a...
So as you can see, it's a steady wave file, it's a steady sound, steady volume, and we need to adjust that up a little bit. So I'm going to bring this down quite a bit. We're going to go about 9 decibels down. Let's see how that sounds.
I have a lot of experience doing...
And we're going to bring this down to 6, but actually if you right click and you go edit exact value, we can just go 1 decibel. And we can be more precise. So same thing with this one. We're going to just go down, increase it by 1 for each of these measures. 6 here. Oops, what do we have going on here? Oh, okay, that's another thing I forgot, is we need to, what's going on there? 8. I see, okay. Okay, so these need to be matching the dot here and the dot here. So let's edit that exact value. It's negative 9.9. That's how much the decibels are reduced for that particular wave file. And then we have this one, the overlapping one, starting at 8 decibels. Let's make sure the one ending over here is also 8. And then we're going to go to this one and see how this one is starting at 0. That's going to make the volume just jump up. Listen to how this sounds.
And I think critiquing would be more helpful. And I think critiquing would be more everyone. And I think critiquing would be more...
See how it just cuts in really loud, so we want to eliminate that. So we're going to right click on this and we're going to go down by 8 because that's where it started, I believe. Let's verify. 8. Yes, so and then this one is going to be start at it has to start at 8 and then end at 7, right? So we want it to end at 7. And then we want this one to start at 7. And then we want it to end at 6. And the other one to start at 6. Start at 6. And then we're going to go up a little bit to where it goes full. Let's see how that sounds, and that might not sound
everyone. And I think critiquing would be more helpful than just garnering a small audience with my own skill.
See, you know.
Okay, so that still sounds a little bit like a jump, but you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and modify that when I have time. I don't want to bore you with the details of my tweaking this and that and the other. So just wanted to give you a little taste of what this software is capable of, and it's a very powerful tool. I believe there is a free 7-day trial of Mixcraft, so if you're interested in using this software at all, go ahead and go to acoustica.com and download the software. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.